Hello everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut 11, and this is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here today, the 28th of July of 2026. Thank you for being patient as I've been away for a whole week and not done any readings last week. So thank you for waiting. Now, the moon is transiting through Capricorn, and we're just before tomorrow actually is a full moon in Aquarius, my dear friends. And it's not going to be an easy one because it is going to be with Pluto, and Pluto can be very intense. Full moons are very intense as they are already, but with Pluto there and Juno, the asteroid of commitment, marriage and relationships. I was just talking with a lady and she was telling me about all her friends, and relationships are just so crazy at this time. They are incredible. What is changing? Everything is changing. The nodes of the moon have shifted. A lot has happened astrologically, but we do talk about it on Patreon. If you're not a Patreon, do consider joining us on Patreon so that you can know what's going on energetically. Alright, so excuse if you hear any noise in the background. It is holiday time and I'm not in my usual office, so just letting you know I will be returning. So I'll be returning back home for in a couple of days. So the love readings for Patreon will be done in my usual office, and looking forward to doing my due diligence, my obligations. Paulina, my darling, I am back, so you should be receiving your reading in the next few days. Thank you for your patience. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for supporting this channel in whichever way you feel you can support it. Okay, we've also got memberships here, so you may consider joining our memberships, as they get this messenger reading earlier and they get the extended twin flame soulmate love reading that we'll be doing tomorrow. Okay, they get the extended version. So let's see what is coming through, dear spirit, as the moon is in Capricorn now, coming up to that full moon in Aquarius. Obviously the sun is in Leo. Happy birthday, my beautiful Leos. And if you're celebrating now, it's going to be an intense year that you'll be going through. But we've also got Jupiter with the sun in Leo, so bringing big gifts. Okay, so looking forward to some blessings. Also, one last thing I wanted to mention is that the full moon is supported, the full moon in Aquarius is supported by the ruling planets of Aquarius, which is Uranus and Saturn. The rest on Patreon, dear friends, as this is a tarot reading. So let's go and see what's coming through energetically. What do we have? We've got Justice and Libra. Just on that note, I mean, Venus is in Virgo. I know there's many Virgos here, so Virgos may be receiving some blessings at this time, but you know, Venus rules Libra, so we'll be looking at more equality, more justice, as Venus will be coming home early August. Okay, so something to do with legalities or balance, equilibrium, equal give and take with others, whatever this is for you. Is it love? Is it business? Is it home? What is it? There is a lot of karma that's playing out. We're only a couple of weeks away from the eclipses. Okay, August holds 2 eclipses, my dear friends. So we're practically, after this full moon, in the energies, in the window, the portals of the eclipses, the last 2 eclipses of the year. Let's see what else. We've got Jupiter. Wow, 2 major arcana cards. Fated changes. The wheel turns. The wheel turns. Hopefully it will be in our favor, as times have been very challenging, very hard, right? Now it is the Leo season. Leo is fixed fire. It's desire, it's flirtation, it's fun, it's getting out, mingling, enjoying your friends, even Aquarius, opposite where the full moon is, which is going to light up things and show us things that were hidden. It is going to be very intense with Pluto there. Pluto is metamorphosis, change, transformation, secrets, control, jealousy, riches, mysteries. Let's see if this full moon can resolve some mysteries. It's possibly got to do with the relationships, as Juno is with Pluto there retrograding. So matters pertaining to the past more than likely will be coming up. Saturn has also, through Aries, retrograded now, and Mercury's turned direct in the sign of Cancer. Let's see what else. We've got the Three of Wands. The ship is on the horizon. Okay, I love this. Absolutely. With Saturn turning retrograde, we may get a bit of a breather. Maybe the boundaries may come down. Saturn could give us a second chance as to look over something that's been very tough that we want to initiate, right? Aries energy here. So 3 wands is, threes are, remember, it's expansion, growth, it's the Empress. It could be a group effort. It could be also that someone's made a choice, right? They've gone through the portal, they've stepped through that doorway, and they're holding the Ace of Wands, which is what they desire. This could be about vocation. It could be anything that you've created, a business, entrepreneurship, whatever it is. There are fated and justified changes here. It's like you can already see the ship on the horizon. The ship is transition. Now, many of you may be going on holiday, traveling somewhere. It is a wonderful time for that. With Jupiter in Leo, it's a time to have fun. It's a time to let your hair down. Okay, hopefully the fated changes that are coming through with the Wheel of Fate, which could speak to also, because we've got an 11 and a 10 here. So we go 11 and 1. And then, wow, okay. 11, 1 and 3. Interesting numbers. Interesting. Okay. To me, 11, as you know, is a pull. It's an opening. And this is like an ending, but also a start, where whatever you desire is concerned. Now, hopefully Jupiter will bring us a lot of truth as well, and the ability to expand. Remember that Leo is the heart. Let's see, what is it that you desire? Okay, there's something though that you need to leave behind. You see the cups that are spilled here. 5 of Cups is regrets, remorse relating to the past. But remember that this full moon is something that is culminating, and it's connected to February this year of 2026, when we had that first solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. That was the new moon, and this is the completion point. So there's something that you really need to leave behind, right? Aquarius is about the future. It's about intelligence. It's about knowing, right? It's the truth. It's change. And we've got the 10 of Swords, another 10, which turns into an ace. This is the darkest before the dawn, as I always say. We've got very interesting cards here, very interesting. What's missing here is Pentacles. It's about grounding, right? It's about reality. So we've got air, we've got fire, we've got water. What's missing is earth. Let's see what the outcome is. We've got the Magician, and the Magician does rule Gemini as well as Virgo. So I guess we could say that there is earth here. And another ace. This is incredible, my dear friends. Absolutely incredible. The Magician. No more trickery. No more lies, deception. Even collectively speaking, a lot of truths will come out, will be revealed. Remember that Mercury because we've also got Uranus in Gemini, right? We've got Mercury and in Cancer. Mercury and Uranus, they're all about information, communication, right? Perception. and Mercury is the lower octave of Uranus, and Uranus is in a wonderful aspect with Pluto and with Neptune and with Jupiter. So we've still got that, we've been talking about it, right? That this is a huge change, big opportunities collectively as well as personally. I love that we've got the Magician here. Mercury is just starting to pick up pace. I mean, you may have had some disappointments recently, some things not flowing right now. Mercury is direct, and just before he turned direct, but before he turned direct, he was squaring over to Saturn. Saturn was stopped and very strong. So whatever information you've been waiting on, because Mercury is not only information, Mercury is travel, it's education, it's business, commerce, right? It's matters pertaining to health. It looks like the news now is coming. This is the new beginning, but there are themes of releasing injustices pertaining to the past, right? Remember that we've got a couple of tens, we've got an ace here, and we've got the portal that is open. 11 is, as I always say, it's like an awakening. I mean, it's a portal that you go through, and this person has already walked through that portal of the Two of Wands, holding the Ace of Wands, but he's got a couple of bones to pick with a couple of people. He's got a couple of difficult themes to get through, because the Ten of Swords, okay, we do say it's a restart, but still it is heavy energy. It turns into the Ace of Swords, and that's what we need to take care of, right? Release anything that's toxic, betrayal. I mean, the Magician can also be betrayal. He's a trickster. So if you've been dealing with any trickery or lies, deception, backstabbing, it's a time of equilibrium, reciprocity, where that is lacking, because we've got five of cups, emotional change. This is emotional change. And remember, Mercury retrograding in Cancer. Cancer is the past. It's also your emotional and your physical security. It's how you feel. What are your feelings like? Where are you residing? How do you feel emotionally? Are you happy? Because there were themes. Mercury retrograded there for a reason. Okay, so where there's been trickery, it's about release. Where there have been hardships and stoppages, Jupiter now is helping out. We've also got Jupiter, Mercury, beautiful. Mercury is going to come up and meet up with Jupiter and with the Sun. Mercury is going to connect with the Sun. We've got some wonderful aspects that we're looking forward to, but even this full moon, we could say, it may be very stressful, very intense. There's something that we need to release. Okay, is it fears? Is it people? Is it situations? What is it for you? The Magician says that there's a new beginning here. To me, I see it as an alignment of the stars working well to bring us this new beginning. The Magician can pull a rabbit out of a hat. He can do whatever he puts his mind to. Okay. What's at the bottom? And we've got the Queen of Pentacles, mother, spouse, business owner. She is a grandmother. She's someone that's there for others. She's always very slow. There is Earth. We said we're missing Earth. Queen of Pentacles, the most experienced queen of all, the feminine, with the peacock here. To me, it speaks to, of course, she is spiritually awake. Of course, she's aligned. But she holds some luck, because the male peacock with all its beautiful feathers, this speaks to abundance. This speaks to luck. It speaks to pride and, well, I don't want to say vanity, right? Because she is a queen that is grounded. She knows her worth. She is the minor arcana of the Empress. So she's holding the Ace of Pentacles. She's starting something new. She's holding something of great value in her hand. It's something of great importance. that she's been very patient and waiting on. Maybe this is a gift coming from Spirit. What is she sitting on? She's sitting on a King of Swords, which could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So, I mean, this could be someone that wears a uniform. This could be someone that is in the legal field. This could be someone that she's turning her back on. You know, King of Swords, they usually speak their truth. Their truth could be quite harsh, quite cutting. They're very intelligent. We could say that this could be someone like a magician. I mean, they're very good with their words, but the shadow side too, because, okay, they'll be very truthful. Sometimes their truth can hurt. Or they can also penalize and hurt, because the Ace of Swords cuts, right? If this is Aquarius energy, then Aquarius is fixed air. Sometimes the shadow side to fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, can be self-centeredness, being stuck, being fixated. This is my truth and that's the truth, generally speaking. But we see that this is very different energy, right? Earth, air. So what's the King of Swords sitting on? He's sitting on the moon. So something to do with lies, deception. We don't know that he's been very truthful because we don't read reversals. And he's sitting on the moon. So possibly this Aquarius full moon surely will bring some information, some truths that may be a little bit hard to fathom, to accept. Let's say it could be that this queen is turning her back on someone that did not show emotion, someone that was more about the information, the communication, not about stability. She demands stability. She needs something stable, secure. So the moon, of course, can speak to lies, deception, fears, their personal life, or even their feelings, not showing emotions. And there's the Empress. And there could also be a mother that is involved here. Motherhood. We could be talking about spouses, marriage. The Empress can talk about patience. We've got the mother and the mother here. So possibly a very important connection with a mother. Remember, she's a major arcana. She can speak to patience. Something to do with a birth. It doesn't have to be a physical. It could be a metaphorical birth. What's the Empress sitting on? She's sitting on the Page of Wands. Something to do with fiery messages, messages of desire, thrills and spills, or children, mother-child, right? And we've got a King of Cups here, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. So we've got a few people here. I don't know how it speaks to you personally. Let's take a couple more cards and let's see what this, what is this Justice card with the Wheel of Fate? Because the Wheel of Fate is Jupiter. Jupiter can be all about separation, divorce as well, but also any legalities. Let's see. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, so it could be concerning work or work being done. Someone ready to put in the work. This is a Virgo card. Something to do with the details, looking at the finer details, perfectionism. Someone ready to make the changes and ready to put in the effort to reciprocate. Let's take the Wheel of Fate and the Three of Wands because we see that the ship is on the horizon. We've got Eight of Swords. So there is negative thinking here. Someone feeling blocked. I mean, Eight of Swords is I hold myself back, right? In actuality, she is free and Jupiter can speak to freedom. Someone needing their freedom. Someone maybe having worked too hard, wanting to travel the world, wanting to, and I'm also going to say retire, Someone having had enough. I don't want to work anymore. I've had enough. This could be a big change. Generally a big change, but there's still some negative thinking that's holding us back. Now, of course, the wheel of fate is a major arcana, and it's not something that we can steer. Cheers, I'm just having my coffee. So someone is feeling blocked. Maybe there's more work to be done relative to some sort of legality, some sort of an ending, which promises a restart, obviously. And that, you know, the Three of Wands can be a card of needing to wait, right? So there's still some business here that needs to be dealt with. What's the Five of Cups? And there's the Queen of Pentacles again. And the Ten of Swords, please, Spirit. The Devil. Not surprising at all. Whatever she is leaving behind, because we see that this is mainly the divine feminine, someone who holds the motherly position, the position of responsibility. Maybe she's needing, or hopefully she will have help, because this is Saturn, Jupiter. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen tomorrow, because we are going to have beautiful flowing aspects from Saturn in Aries, which is a fire sign, right? It's initiation, new beginnings, the first sign, over to Jupiter in Leo, which again, another fire sign. It's about desire. Now, this is a card of desire, surely, but it's also a card of third party. It's a card of addictions, addictive behavior, cycles, narcissism, fears, karma. This, to me, speaks to the end of a karmic relationship, situation. And there's news that's going to come in. All I see is birds on the cards. So there's going to be communication. Even the peacock is a bird, right? And of course the magician is Mercury. So obviously Mercury is going to bring us, the messenger of the gods is going to bring us a lot of news. I want to take one more on this difficult position here. What's that? There's the Ace of Swords. That's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying that the Ten of Swords is the end, which turns into the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a victory card. Whatever's been tough, we will be able to overcome. We will be able to close this chapter that's been very life-changing, very much filled with lessons, karmic lessons, hardships. We've grown, we've matured. That's what Saturn is, it's maturity. Let's see what the magician brings for us. We've got a Page of Cups, which could be an apology or an offer or a message, a happy message, an emotional message, a playful message here. And remember, pages can also be children or people that are younger. They're more youthful. What else? We've got the Six of Cups. Now remember, Mercury's turned direct, but he's still moving over his shadow phase. So the degrees he retrograded over, he will still need to pass through. So some of you may have had returns of friendships, lovers, family. Nevertheless, you've been dealing with old situations, past situations. That Mercury retrograde has given us the opportunity to go over and, well, tweak, fix, or even just close up and release. But it's not over yet, because Mercury needs to get through his shadow phase, which he will do in the month of August. That's when this Mercury retrograde story will be over with. Okay, so look to the past couple of months and see what's been going on in your life. Six of Cups is emotional balance. It's nostalgia. It's people returning from the past. It's someone coming back with an apology. It could be friendships. It could be siblings, whatever this is, because Mercury, remember, rules Gemini, and Gemini is the third natural house of siblings. This could be an apology. There's something that you don't expect, right? The Wheel of Fate is fate and destiny. What's at the foundation? We've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Taurus. This is where now Chiron has entered Taurus. Chiron, which is the wounded healer. The Hierophant, of course, can speak to marriage, can speak to religion, can speak to faith, a spiritual union, someone that you are receiving information or wisdom or guidance from. The Hierophant is a number 5. It speaks to tradition, speaks to family, conservatism, right? This is fixed earth. And we've got Chiron that stepped into Taurus and will start to retrograde now very soon in the next few days, early August actually. And whatever's going on in Aries, because Aries is the initiation, the beginning, right? That needs to end. That open wound needs to come to an end. And that wound can speak to the wounding of leadership, the mind, the head, because Aries is leadership. Aries is the initiation, the new beginning. I'm going to go on that journey. I'm going to look to I, me, my. Aries is I need to be happy within myself, you know, and so is Leo. Leo is a bit like that as well. Leo needs to be happy and then they make everyone else happy. They're very generous, very open-hearted. But when a lion is unhappy and not, and they're hungry or whatever, their shadow side will come through. Don't get me wrong, I've got so many Leo friends. I love Leo people, I really do. I've got a Leo moon myself. So there are changes here. This is a 5. And we've got the 7 of Swords. So there's been theft, there's been trickery, there's been ill will, lies, deception, whatever this is, third parties. And we've got the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is an opportunity, remember. This could be the beginning of a secretive third-party situation. This could be someone returning from the past and there still may be blockages, or someone may be coming out of a marriage and you may not be aware of it. They may not be talking to you about it. Remember, we have the King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. She's usually a mother. What can I say? I mean, there are children here as well. This is families. This is whatever's going on here. This is about leaving something very difficult behind, I would say here. And, you know, even the 6 of Cups, nostalgia, back in the days when times were more innocent, right? This is emotional balance, but it doesn't come through very easily, right? Let's take the Lenormand and see what else comes through energetically. Remember, as I said, it's the 28th of July, but, well, whenever you get to view this reading, it could be very significant for you. Let's see what's coming through. Around about on this full moon in Aquarius, which is not an eclipse. The new moon in Leo on the 12th will be the next eclipse. We'll be analysing it on Patreon, so do join us there. Let's see what's going on. We've got the fish, and the fish can speak to abundance, but it could speak to, I mean, it's Pisces energy, Neptune, a lot of lack of clarity or misconception, misunderstandings. This does speak to also, to me, fish travel in a school. It's like a group effort, friendships, people that are of support, but we see the rough waters here. So finances may also have been a bit of an issue here for many. We've got the ship. Wow, this is a lot of water. Remember now Aquarius is an air sign, a fixed air sign, but remember Aquarius is the water bearer. The water bearer that Jupiter fell in love with. This water bearer, Aquarius, and took him and put him up on Mount Olympus, and he was obviously, the water means nectar, which speaks to magic, which speaks to abundance. So many people tend to mix up Aquarius when they're not familiar, and they think that Aquarius is a water sign, but it's not. But let's not forget that Aquarius is right next to Pisces. So many Aquarians may have planets in Pisces, Pisces people with planets in Aquarius. So we've got the ship, and the ship is Jupiter. This is a number 3. Wow. Wow, number 3. This is adventure, an adventure opening up. This is transition, travel, movement, immigration, leaving the illusion, leaving the rough waters. These waters don't seem to be as rough. There's a new adventure opening up, my dear friends. And we've got a beautiful offer on the table. Is this a romantic? Is this a creative? These are the flowers. This is like someone valuing you and offering you their love, offering you the support, the equilibrium, the return of what you've given. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, someone very patient, someone always there for others, serving others, helping others, working very hard, right? Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo. Taurus would be the King of Pentacles more so. So this is absolutely gorgeous. What's at the bottom? This is what we need to leave behind, everyone. This is what we need to leave behind. And look, number 15, the bear. The bear can also speak to someone that needs to find the courage, right? Someone that needs to break free from their own imprisoning situation, their mind. Now, I don't know if it's the King of Swords. I don't know if it's the Queen of Pentacles. They may hold, I mean, Queen of Pentacles could be someone, if this is a Virgo, they may have Libra. We've got Libra here as well. So it will be different for each. What's the bear sitting on? And the messages, the birds, something to do with messaging, information. This is like something eating away. You know, this is depression. This is I'm not well, I'm not feeling, I'm not happy. Something's eating away at me, or I feel a sense of loss. The mice. The mice is not a good card, unfortunately, and this is what we really need to leave behind. Okay, dear Spirit, let us know what is the advice around about now. Please guide us for advice. I mean, for some people this will be easier than others. It's not going to be an easy full moon, but there are many opportunities that are at hand, depending on your own personal birth chart. If you're interested in a personal reading, we could see how the stars are aligning with your own birth chart. It gives you sort of, you know, an understanding of what's coming up in the future, what you're going through now. And with astrology, it's more about timing being on point than the tarot. Timing is very hard to pinpoint. Let's see what the advice is. Thank you, Spirit. Financial constraints. Okay, number 13. So we did see that. We did speak of that, about some money issues. Totally understandable. Let's read number 13. So it looks like finances are a big issue here. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. Now I'm going to say as well that because money could be of value, remember that Venus is now transiting through Virgo and she's not strong there, she's quite cheap. Unfortunately, we prefer a Venus in Libra, right? So be patient, wait around, and Venus is also about value. So if you feel as though, you know, you haven't been valued by others, there's a lot of loopholes. There's a lot of information that's missing or what have you. And you're here watching this reading for that reason, even financially. Spirit is saying be patient, and it's a number 13. 13 is Scorpio, and Scorpio is money that's shared with others, with a partner. Scorpio is also big amounts of money, and Pluto rules Scorpio. So maybe because Pluto rules money and riches, I do believe that there can be miracles at this time, but it won't happen for everyone, obviously. Now, Spirit is saying, be patient. Things will change, okay? So we will see also what's going to be revealed, because Pluto is also a lot of revelations. And we will see, so you never know. I mean, Jupiter, the wheel of fate, is here. We did see the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles and the peacock, the male peacock, which speaks to abundance. We've got the fish here. There's transition. It's like going from choppy waters, so hardships where finances are concerned. And it may not be just yours. It may be someone you're dealing with. And there's a transition. There's an offer on the table. Something is going to come through. Okay, so we've got a 7, a 3, and a 9. The numbers may be significant for you. Let's take the planets. Let's take the planets which could speak to you. Trust your intuition on how they speak to you personally. We've got Uranus, so yes, expect this full moon is in good aspect, right, with Uranus. So the surprises, the shifts, the changes, the unexpected turns may be going from rags to riches. Someone out there maybe, you never know. Others going from riches to rags, yes, there's so much karma going on here. The wheel of fate will bring you what you've already provided, right? What you deserve. We've got Neptune. And, Uranus, Neptune, they're in a flowing aspect. Neptune could be the vision, the dream. Something is changing quickly and taking you towards that dream. Or something, those rose-colored glasses are going to come off very quickly because Uranus will take them off. The rose-colored glasses are Neptune, of course. Neptune, again, incredible. Incredible. And Neptune in Aries is in a good aspect to this full moon. We've got the sun. Okay, so the sun is beautiful, and we've got Jupiter. Sun-Jupiter conjunction. Lots of promises here. Can you see it? Yes, you can. All right. Let's take some numbers. Count days. Let's say, when will this offer come through? 11. On the 11th of the month, well, the eclipse is on the 12th, or in 11 days. It's a portal, number 11, right? We've got a 2 as well. We've got a 5, and I'm going to take one more. And we've got the ace, everyone. Let's take these signs, and we will close up this reading. Do join us tomorrow on the love reading. We've got Cancer. We've got Leo. Yes, this is Leo. Just checking because sometimes I get mixed up with the North Node and with Leo. All right, we've got Leo again. Oh, wow. Leo comes through very strongly here. And we've got Pisces. And I'm going to take one last dice. And we've got Sagittarius, everyone. Okay, everyone, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for connecting with us. Thank you for being patient. As I said, we've been away because I've been on holiday for a week. Just letting you know, we did get knocked back, the Mary Lou Cup app. Unfortunately, we've got a meeting. We need to talk to a real person and not just anything automated, right? And hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, remember what I said, Mercury was squaring Saturn. Now Saturn has turned retrograde. Fingers crossed that the door is open and whatever projects or hopes or wishes you have, hopefully in the month of August with the eclipses, because there's something that needs to be released. Something is taking up space for you to be able to go towards your dream, your new life, your new destiny. Well, your destiny in the now and for your future. So I'd love to hear from you. Do comment. Do join us. Do help this channel continue to survive. We're only just surviving, my dear friends. But thank you, a special thank you to our patrons as well. Big hugs to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow. We'll be premiering, of course, so do join us. And we'll be here same time, same place. See ya.